For people who can't be bothered to keep up with this continuously changing world, here's June's IRL patch notes. The delayed Olympics World event is set to go live in less than a month. However, many players in the Japan server are staunchly opposed to its introduction. The Tokyo Olympics had already been pushed back an entire year due to unexpected consequences of the widely unpopular COVID-19 update. However, even with science mains speedrunning a vaccine, many fear that it won't be enough to prevent unintentional damage to the Japanese player base. Although it's estimated that the games may only lead to around 15 additional deaths if conducted carefully, opposition to the event argue that this would still be 15 too many. Following Cyberpunk from the previous year, many players are simply willing to wait longer for the bugs to be weeded out. However, there is currently no indication that the Olympics will be postponed any longer. The region of El Salvador became the first nation on Earth to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender this month, meaning that any businesses within the country will be required to accept the cryptocurrency upon request. El Salvador has long used tried and true freedom bucks as their currency. However, as players collectively import more goods into the region than they export, and as the country isn't allowed to print more premium currency, the nation has long been at risk of running out of money. It's the hope that if Bitcoin can be used for international transactions, this will cease to be a problem. However, the elephant in the room is that Bitcoin is about as stable as the average Ubisoft server, meaning your net wealth could double or halve, depending on the day of the week. Along with this announcement, the developers at El Salvador also unveiled a new premium item in their in-game shop, allowing anyone from outside of the nation to buy citizenship into the country with as little as 3 bitcoins. To viewers who smugly bought over 600 bitcoins for less than $40 a decade ago, please enjoy your dual citizenship. Our Patreon link is in the description. A team of journalist mains in the Australian server have stumbled upon an unintentional glitch where walking within 3 meters of a member of elected office can sometimes trigger the player's wanted status to jump to an Avengers level threat. This is what happened when student and producer Christolanker_69 came into contact with New South Wales Deputy Premier Super Beralero Braz on the 4th of June, which saw a counter-terrorism unit knocking on his door before the end of the day. Journalist mains within the Australian server had long criticised similar instances of restricted press freedom within the country. A raid on the offices of the nation's public broadcaster in patch 20.19 subsequently led to Australia's democracy ranking dropping from S tier to A tier almost immediately, and it's the fear of many within the region that the moderators might fuck up the concept of a free and fair society, like they fucked up the Great Emu War in patch 19.32. With this in mind, if we really want to talk about bottom tier democracies, the Myanmar server is still facing major debuff effects after its military faction orchestrated a coup in February this year. Experts predict that the takeover has been so destructive to the societal fabric of Myanmar that it's set the server back a whole 16 years, and it's predicted that the wildly unpopular government update will lead to half the entire population living in poverty as soon as next year. Defections from the army have become increasingly more common, which has spurred the illegitimate Myanmar government to offer a daily login bonus for soldiers. The bonus generously rewards military members for their service by not doing unspeakable things to their family, and unfortunately, it appears to be working. If Myanmar desperately needed a balance change before the coup, it's long overdue for a complete rework now. Meanwhile, science mains find late game players to be more sensitive than fresh spawns. A petition for the current richest player to buy and eat one of the rarest items in the game gains traction, and West Virginia offers uncommon weapons for players to get vaccinated.